and welcome to part 13 of my report on the McCarrick Report by Patrick Parson. Starting on page 24 of the McCarrick Report, in Chapter 3, Elevation to the Episcopate, 1968 to 1977, we find that a supplemental investigation was conducted by the nunciature, and for those not familiar with the term, a nunciature is a diplomatic mission of the Holy See, the same as an embassy. Because of McCarrick's adherence to the 1967 Statement on the Nature of the Contemporary Catholic University, commonly called the Land O'Lakes Statement. To thoroughly understand what the Land O'Lakes Statement was would require an individual report all in itself. Basically, the Land O'Lakes Statement was a 5-page document written by 26 Catholic university leaders, religious community superiors, some Catholic scholars, and one bishop, calling for greater Catholic university freedom from church oversight. Some critics have even called it the Declaration of Independence from church hierarchy. Obviously, the Vatican would be wary of anyone involved in the production of this document, possibly even more than of sexual conduct allegations made against any of the hierarchy. Now, although McCarrick signed the document, the supplemental investigation concluded that McCarrick's endorsement to the statement was not an impediment to his consecration as a bishop. So at the age of 47, he was appointed auxiliary bishop in the Archdiocese of New York by Pope Paul VI in 1977, and McCarrick served as regional vicar for East Manhattan. He also served in active roles in committees for both the National Conference of Catholic Bishops, the NCCB, and the United States Catholic Conference, USCC. Some of these committees included Committee on the Church in Latin America, Bishops' Welfare Emergency Relief, Liaison with Priests, Religious, and Laity, Committee on Research Plans and Programs, Subcommittee on Aging, and McCarrick was made chair of that committee, Human Values, and Committee on Social Development and World Peace. In addition to all this, McCarrick was also appointed as a member of the Board of Directors of Catholic Relief Services, CRS, a nonprofit corporation that served as the overseas relief and development agency of both the National Conference of Catholic Bishops and the United States Catholic Conference. So from all this, it is clear that McCarrick was not afraid of work. He seemed to have his fingers all over, and obviously would have continued building an interactive network. Chapter 3 ends with an amusing story McCarrick told during an interview about himself and Pope John Paul II. Pope Paul VI passed away on August 6, 1978, and his successor, Pope John Paul I, died on September 28, 1978. Cardinal Wojtyla was elected Pope on October 16, 1978, taking the name of John Paul II. Not long after that, McCarrick traveled to Rome and was one of many bishops to be received by the Holy Father. When McCarrick's turn came, he introduced himself by saying, "I'm Ted McCarrick. I was Cardinal Cook's secretary." The Holy Father grabbed his arm and said, "Ted McCarrick, I remember." The Pope then referred to his 1976 visit to New York, when McCarrick had acted as his translator, by asking, "What I want to know, McCarrick, is, did you ever get your vacation?" And that concludes Chapter 3 of the McCarrick Report, Elevation to the Episcopate, 1968 to 1977. It ends with a high note demonstrating McCarrick's successful personality and interactive skills. Next time we will start Chapter 4, Appointment as Bishop of Metuchen, 1981, which starts on page 27. Until then, let us recall our own imperfections as we seek salvation for ourselves and others. O my Jesus, forgive us our sins, save us from the fires of hell, and lead all souls to heaven, especially those in most need of thy mercy.